So is the TROBOLO WandaGo the best campervan toilet in 2025? Let's find out. So as you can see guys, the van is very different. I've gutted the back adobe now, so we are in the middle of rebuilding, which is why it looks different. And the reason why I need to rebuild is purely out of comfort, practicality, and also because there's a few things about the previous layout that I didn't like, because I never accounted for power stations or fridges. However, one thing that I did prioritise was a toilet, and if you see in this video here, I had one of those chemical porta potty ones that was sitting at the side door, and in order for me to open that side door up, I had to get rid of the porta potty, which then led me down to a folding toilet, as you can see in this video. And this toilet was brilliant. I mean, it folded flat, you could put it away, but when I was putting it back, I snapped the lid, so it wasn't sitting all nice and, you know, neat. I then upgraded it to this one, and this one's pretty cool as well. But the difference between this folding one and the other folding one is this one is height adjustable. Another great option for a micro camper, but there is a lot of drawbacks with it, which I'm going to get into. If I'm being honest, I just can't be bothered with the faff anymore. And what I mean by the faff is, my biggest fear in Dobby is spilling pee, that and milk. So when I go to the toilet using that folding down one, I pee in a pee bottle first, and then I do my number 2 in that one. And let me just clarify, when I do the toilet in here, if it's a number 2, it's a military grade operation. Everything stops. I've not even got music on, I don't have the TV on, because I concentrate just so that I don't spill or anything like that. It roughly takes about 20 minutes, not just for me doing the toilet, but to set it up in the first place and, you know, make sure everything's fine. I need to pull cushions off. So for me, it's just a nightmare. And I'm aware that you can get this sort of stuff that you put in the bag that soaks up pee. I just don't trust black bags in case it tears. So from the journey that I've had with toilets in Dobby and the many adventures that I've had off-grid with no public toilets, the only toilet that I've never tried is a composting toilet. And thanks to today's sponsor, TROBOLO, they've graciously sent me out their WandaGo composting toilet. I'm very excited for this because A, I've never had a composting toilet, and B, well, I'm going to show you the thing that I'm really excited about. Before I get into the unboxing, I'm going to show you what I'm rocking here. It feels kind of cool, so have a look at this. I've got the Mount River table, I'm sitting on the Mount River chair, and as you can see, the whole floor's just been ply lined. It's not even fully down yet, but I thought I'd just show you how we're doing the review. Oh, that's so light. So it does come in this nice material just to keep it from getting scratched in transport. But first impressions, it's very light, but it's very small as well. Let's have a wee external look first of all. It does feel solidly made. The cool thing about this is it's got a kind of like a locking lid. As you can see, I'm trying to pull that up and it's not coming. So you need to pull it towards you. There you go. But this is the part that I'm excited about. Have a look at this. It has a separated 1 and a separated 2, so we can do the toilet like a normal toilet. The pee goes in here and the solids go in there, and as you can see, it's got its own compartment, but we'll get into all of that. But just to have that alone, I've not got any words for it, so let's get into all the features. So the TROBOLO WandaGo is small and portable, weighing only 4.2 kg. It's self-sufficient without the need for water, chemicals or electricity. It can support up to 150 kg weight capacity or 330 pounds. It has a nice firm closed lid when not in use. The WandaGo has 2 separate compartments for fluids and solids at the same time. And thanks to TROBOLO's safe shell system, the WandaGo 4.6 litre urine compartment is odourless and spill-proof, which leads me into the other point. It has a urine level indicator. The solids container is pretty big as well at 6.5 litres, and the material of the WandaGo is made from polypropylene, so if you leave it out in the weather you'll be fine, and the plastic feels very robust. But one of the hidden tricks of the WandaGo is it can actually be height adjustable from 30.6 centimetres to 43.6 centimetres, and one of the major benefits is you can also use normal toilet paper, as it is just a bucket with a black bag in it. This thing is so small and compact, it's going to easily fit in any storage space in your camper. The dimensions for the WandaGo: in the closed position, the WandaGo measures 38.2 centimetres in length, 34.1 centimetres depth and 31.4 centimetres tall. So let's have a better look at the WandaGo and see everything that you get actually inside the toilet. The first thing that I'm noticing straight away is the feeling of this plastic, the polypropylene. It's just so smooth. There is not one hard edge anywhere. where it matters, whereas the two foldable ones and the porta potty did have hard edges to it, whereas this feels nice and smooth. So as I said, at the front is obviously where you go number one, and at the back is for your solids. To get access to them, if you see at the side here, there's like little lips or little handles kind of thing, and then lift up. In the front you can see you've got your drain cover for the fluids. So obviously, depending on if you're a man or a woman, you might need to scooch forward or a wee bit back, just depending on your configuration. But that's how it looks inside. The bottle tank there, and then you've got your storage bin there. Inside here, you get all your manuals, and they actually provide some bin liners. That's a nice touch. Quite a lot of stickers as well. I shit on TROBOLO, not my environment. I love that. I love a company that sells toilets. They've got a funny side to it. You do get a user manual, shows you how to set it up, shows you preparation, and it's got a nice wee cheat sheet just to show you how to get up and running straight away with it. And as I said, that's their patented soft shell. So when you basically pee into it, the pee should get trapped and not come out. So when you're driving about and you know the thing's going back and forward, there shouldn't be any spill. We will put some water in it and sugar it and see. But what I've noticed as well, it's not just a flat surface, it's actually been sectioned out so that when these go in, they actually sit in place and they don't move about in the bucket, so that's pretty cool. The solids container, pretty self-explanatory, it's just a solids container. When you're going to do your business, pop it in. In that shoe, just pop that back in, pop this on, and then go and do your business. If you say you're going to be off grid for a wee bit and you know you're not going to be travelling and you know you're not going to be going anywhere near a public toilet, then what you could do is you could put some wood chip shavings. I've seen people putting kitty litter in it. You could use washing up powder, basically anything that will mask the smell of going to the toilet. None of that is needed for this toilet. You can just do your business and then pop on the lid like that, and that's going to retain the smell. And then obviously when you close this over, it's acting like a double sealant if you want to use it that way. When it's time to empty it, all you do is just lift the lid, get the bag it up, much like you do with a dog, and away you go. It's completely empty, ready to go again. And if it's only number ones, there is a nice wee handle that folds down and up. You just take it out, open it up, and then just pour. And what I like about the toilet seat, apart from the soft plastic, is this nice wee funnel. It's got a nice rubber seal so that when you pop it in, it just seals in so there's no chance of spillage. Another cool feature as well is you've got these handles at the side, and these handles are for adjusting the height, so you can separate the white compartment from the grey. But if you notice at the sides, it's got a wee loop. So technically in your camper van, if you put this in the one spot and you're not planning on moving it, you could basically tie it down to the floor or mountain brackets to basically secure it while travelling. And also a nice touch as well is the urine level indicator. I quite like that. So let me show you on the ground in a camper van, and let's see how much height you get, and also to show the different levels of heightness that you can get using it. And this is just to show height position and using it in your camper. So lift lid, there you go. And if you've got a side door like me, you've got a lovely view as well. But even in this Fiat Doblo micro camper, I've still got quite a good bit of headroom. So let's check out the other height. So to change the height, you literally just pull the tabs and lift it up completely. And you can see it's now a separate compartment. Turn the grey to the opposite side and then pop the toilet and it locks in like that. And that now gives you a second height to sit on. So let's see what it's like in Dobby. So head height is a bit of a thing, but I can still comfortably do the toilet. I just don't have the head height. So I think I'll probably keep it in the lower setting. Order is restored. So when it comes to placement, it is small enough that you can pretty much put it anywhere. You could basically just box it in and have like a frame going round it so it can't go left or right. There's loads of places that I'm just trying to get my head around where to put it, but the new van build is definitely factoring this in. So let's check TROBOLO's patented safe shell system for the water bottle, and I'm going to do it outside the van because as you can see it's untreated hardwood plywood. I don't want to get it wet just in case it fails. So as you can see, very limited splashback. So we can see the indicator there. So it is a nice indicator to see how much fluid's actually in it. So let's do a shake test or a motion test of the water bottle. So I have added a bit more extra water just to give it a bit of weight and to get a bit more violent sloshing. Not one drop. So this is where the funnel comes in. When this goes on like that, the water just pours straight down. But because I poured the water in without the funnel on it, check this. As you can see, the water's just sitting pooled because it's not going into the chambers. But that wouldn't have happened if it had that on top of it. I do think it's going to fail the next test, which is basically pouring it upside down. Let's see. Well, there we are. So I think as long as you don't go upside down in your camper van, I think you're going to be fine. Again, and this is important, if your camper van goes upside down, you're going to have the bad luck of your camper van being upside down as well as smelling a pee. The safe shell system works for violent driving or windy conditions. So let's go into the pros and cons. I love the size and the weight of it. You saw how little space it takes up in the van. The massive pro for me is no surprise. I love the separation between solids and fluids, which leads me on to another pro, which is getting creative with the solids compartment, i.e. wood chip shavings, kitty litter, washing up powder, whatever you like. The other pro for me is the fact that everything is separated, so you can take the pee bottle out, clean it, you can take the solids compartment out and clean it, and you can also clean in there as well. But it's brilliant that it gives you that option to take everything apart, including even the toilet seat. But I think the absolute pro for me is just lift the lid and go. No faffing about with pee bottles, just open it up and go to the toilet. But is there any cons with it? First one is to do with the lid for the solids box. So when you've done the toilet, there's no way to put the solids lid on. So it means you would have to lift up the seat. Now bearing in mind, before you do this, you're probably going to want to get, you know, your sprays out and clean it, dry it and all the rest of it. Lift this up and then you're going to need to clean round the nozzle, dry the nozzle, because obviously if you just lift this up after doing the toilet, to pop this on, you know, you could get bits of pee everywhere or even in here and stuff, and then this part will start smelling. I would say the first con is there's no way to get the lid out. So the next con for me is one that I'm going to need to watch because I don't have any nails. So if you can see, we've got the wee lip here, and say you push this down and it catches. So this lip isn't actually under where it's supposed to go, it's actually caught the seat. As you can see, the lip is now right in the toilet seat. So it's like you need to lift everything up just to get to it. You need to kind of pull it to then seal it. But again, if you've got nails or you close it properly, it's probably fine. It's just probably me pet peeving. So who is a TROBOLO WandaGo for? Well, the obvious one is camper vans, car campers, motorhomes. However, this is portable and light. So even if you go tent camping and you take the car and you've got your fridge and all that stuff, you can easily take this and throw it in a pop-up tent. So I wouldn't say this is just for car campers, micro campers, camper vans, motorhomes, etc. This is for tent camping as well, especially for people that don't go because of the toilet issue. But having said that, I see this as another valuable piece of kit for people that have difficulties getting upstairs. Being able to put this on the ground level in your home, it's easy to clean, it's got both compartments for fluids and solids. This could be a game changer and a stress reliever for people that find it stressful or are unable to get to a toilet in their house that's upstairs. So it's definitely more than just for camping. And as I showed, you can adjust the height. So if this standard configuration was too small, you can turn it round and up it. But for me, this WandaGo composting toilet has came at the absolute best time because I'm currently redoing Dobby. I can actually prioritise it in the van during the build and build round it so that I've got the ease of use of pulling it out, putting it away, and just having that peace of mind of knowing that I've got a complete toilet set up in Dobby finally, and I've got the space for it. So a massive thanks to TROBOLO for sending me out their WandaGo composting toilet. If you are thinking about changing your toilet setup, if you have got anxiety of going off grid because you have no toilet and you don't really want to buy the chemicals that go with the chemical toilets, you don't like the look of foldable toilets because you're scared if they're going to hold you or not, or if they're going to break, this is worth the time and the effort to put it in your van and find a space for it. But I'm going to do a follow-up review where I've been off grid for a good 3 or 4 days and put it through its paces just to check it out, and we'll see how it does. So guys, if you want to go and pick up the TROBOLO WandaGo, I'll leave a link to it in the description. If you did go and enjoy the episode, why not drop it a wee like and let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're going to pick this up. Let me know if you've already got a compost toilet. Let me know what you use in the container so that I can use it myself. For me, I see this as so much better than using a chemical toilet, and I see it as an absolute game changer to using a folded toilet. And if you haven't already, why not get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I drop a new video. Again, we are rebuilding Dobby, and the massive change so far is I've put a level floor in. He has a WAV conversion, so if you don't want to miss it, make sure to get subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.